Hello, everybody. It's Chris of Chris Pie Productions, and today I am going to be doing a small review on the Logitech G635 wired headset, which you see me wearing. But first, let's roll that intro. Okay, everybody. So before we break down the components and some of the details of the product, I'm just going to go over basically what comes in the box. And also, this is not a sponsored video. This is just an honest review of this headset. So in the box, obviously, you get the headset. It comes nicely wrapped and firmly wrapped in the box. It doesn't jiggle around a little bit, so that's fine. But also in the box, you're going to get a 3.5 millimeter auxiliary cable, which you can use to run the headset into another device, such as your Nintendo Switch. If you have an Xbox 360 controller or an Xbox One controller that has a regular audio out, a 3.5, you can use it for that as well. Or if you have an adapter, you can use it for that. Or you can use it for anything. You can hook it up to a speaker if it has an auxiliary cable and you want to listen through that as well. So you have variety in which you can hook this up to. Or you can hook it up to your PC like I have with the micro USB cable that they give you. It's about a 6.5 foot micro USB cable that they give you. It's braided, so it seems pretty durable for the most part. And that's if you want to hook it up to your PC. So I highly recommend figuring out what you would want to use the headset for. But out of the box, that's about it. And this is your setup guide, okay? This is your setup guide. It is legitimately two small diagrams that says, if you have it on PC, click the PC icon and then download it on your PC. And if you have it for a gaming device, download the gaming device software on your smartphone and plug it into your console. So that is all they give you on that, but the site is really good and it actually breaks everything down for you in a tutorial. So all you have to do is go to Logitech's support site and select what product it is, this being the G635. And then once you get into there, it will break it down in order on all the different components. But we're going to take a look at the actual software itself and all of the things that you can do with it. So take a look. Okay, so now all you need to do is go to Logitech's website. So it's logitech.com/support, and it's going to bring you up to a page where you can download the Logitech G Hub. Guys, I'm not going to walk you through that. It's really basic and really simple. I'm not going to hold your hand, I'm sorry. So once it's downloaded and you have a desktop shortcut, you're going to open your Logitech G Hub program, okay? Now, I'm going to give you the absolute basic stuff that I suggest that you do with this headset. We're not going to go super deep into here and really break down all the exact features and stuff like that. I'm just going to give you my recommendations and really the only things that I think you need to do with this headset out of the box to make it perform the best. So once you get to the actual program, it's going to tell you which Logitech items you have. Currently, we're shooting this video with the Brio 4K, so that is obviously one of my products that I have from them. But then we also have the G635. So you're going to click G635, and the first thing you're going to notice is Light Sync. So Light Sync is the lights that are on the back, as well as the logo that is on the side of the product. So you're going to go in here. Primary is the track lighting here. So in primary, you have a couple different effects. You can choose fixed, meaning that the light will stay the same. You have cycle, which means it'll slowly cycle through, and you can actually pick the speed in which it will cycle if you want to have it cycling. So as you can see, right now it is lighting and cycling through all the different colors at a kind of high rate of speed, but let's keep it fixed for now, just for reasons for the video. And then you can do the same thing with the logo. So the logo you can have rotating right now. That's the only thing that I keep cycling. So you can have one cycling and the other one not. So it gives you full control over both different lights. So that is one very cool feature with this. You have some assignments. We're not going to go through this, guys. This is all the complicated breakdown stuff. And all this is designed for is you have these three buttons that are here, G1, G2, and G3, and you can essentially set hotkeys to the headset if you want. So you can set it up to where one button might mute the audio, you have one that can bass increase, and you can set the other one to audio output cycle or something. Anything from this list, you can make these three buttons. But we're not going to go super deep into the commands. You can set hotkeys, you can set actions. We're not going to go into any of that stuff, okay? We're just going to talk about the basic stuff that I think that you need to do, whether you're using it for streaming, you're using it for everyday use, these are really the only settings you need to mess with. So you're going to go into Acoustics, and the first thing you're going to do is make sure that noise removal is checked. Okay, so this is going to give you the best possible noise canceling solution out of the headset. And then you're going to always make sure enable surround sound. I keep this on all the time. You may not be listening to something that enables surround sound, so it'll just sound normal to you anyway. So make sure enable surround sound is turned on so that no matter what, you have the best possible sound quality coming through the unit at all times. Then you can go over here and test your surround sound. And what you can do is when you test this, when you put it on and test, it's going to give you a variation of sounds. It's going to give you some deep bass sounds. It's going to give you some high pitch sounds. It's going to let you listen to some rock music style stuff, some horror movie style stuff. You're going to hear stuff coming from behind you. So it's going to tell you which speaker is playing. So it'll say, this is the rear speaker. And you'll hear something as if it's coming from behind you. And it's going to test all of those speakers out. You can adjust the bass on here as well. Then you also have equalizer. Once again, we're not going to break this down. This is a very simple video, and we're just going to go over the basics. So the only thing that I recommend from here, getting the lighting situation done that you want. If you want it cycling, if you want it fixed, what color scheme you want. Personally, I use the same colors for my logo. I use blues and purples because it kind of goes with the theme. And go into Acoustics and just adjust noise removal and enable surround sound. Now, that is it for the website. Other than that, if you really want to get into depth and go into detail, you can go and experiment with some other stuff yourself, but that is all you need to do. So that is it for the G-Hub program. Okay, so now that we've examined the software and some of the features that I suggested you put on there, I'm going to break down and give a rating to 3 features in general. The overall sound quality, the comfortability and comfort of the pads and how it feels on your head, and then the actual quality of the parts that are assembled in this headset. So let's start with comfortability. The pads here are very soft, very breathable. The top pad is also very soft and breathable. I have worn this headset for a very long time. I wore this headset for about 3.5 hours. My ears never bothered me. They never felt like they were squished or anything like that. So that is one very, very, very big plus to this. Even though it has a very beefy build where most of the headsets nowadays are very thin. They're not as thick as this. I was very surprised that they didn't really feel like they constricted me too much. They stay on your head very snug. You know, they don't have any kind of issues. Quality of sound. Quality of sound I would also rate very well. The 7.1 surround sound system within this and the drivers that Logitech G635 uses is actually quite nice. So overall, you feel very immersed in the sound. They do a very good job of that. Now, quality of the parts, exterior-wise, I'm not that big of a fan. I noticed that it is very stiff, so if you kind of have a moment where you kind of rush to put it on or rush to take it off, you might break something. I had that feeling in it. It's made of a very, very hard plastic on the sides and on the top, so I don't know how durable those parts might be. So that is one kind of drawback from this. And guys, I don't know what Logitech was thinking. But when you buy a headset with RGB lights, okay, you're not buying the RGB lights mainly for yourself because you're not going to examine the headset and be like, oh, this is nice, right? The RGB lights are supposed to be to kind of give your viewers something that looks like it pops. It's really nice and cool. Well, if I'm using these while I'm on stream, Logitech, why on earth would you put the RGB lights on the back? Why? So if you're streaming and gaming, your fans and your viewers cannot even see what the colors are on your headset unless you're turned around. Somebody extremely dropped the ball here, because if I can't see the lights, even myself when I'm filming videos, then what do I care what the lights are when they're just sitting there? It's a very big design flaw to me, because the reason why I want something to light up is so that my viewers can see it and it looks cool. Or if I'm viewing something and I can see myself recording a video, then I can see it too. On the back, it kind of loses all of its purpose except for like an ornament sitting next to your computer while you're not using it. So to me, that was the biggest point of them dropping the ball. So other than that major flaw to me, I would give the overall sound quality an 8 out of 10. I would give the comfortability or comfort of the unit an 8 out of 10 as well. And then the actual quality of the pieces and parts, I'd probably give about a 6 or a 5.5, just because that seems like one of the few things that they didn't really move forward on. It feels like that they could have put a little bit more effort and quality into the actual exterior parts of the headset. But other than that, that is the overall take that I have here on the G635 series. If you guys like this review and you would like any more reviews similar to this, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. This way you can get notified anytime that we make a new video. And also I stream on Twitch 2 days a week. We stream Friday nights at 6:30 and we also stream Sundays at 6:30. So you guys can drop by my stream and talk to me about any of my reviews, product reviews, or anything that you might want me to talk about or do a product review on. You can come on Twitch and talk to me there and suggest anything. And if it's a product I'm willing to review, I will go ahead and take a look at. So until next time, this is Chris signing out, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.